Sean, what a win. I know you don't like to get too carried away, but where does this win rank in your tenure as Everton manager?
I think it's important. Someone gave me a stat. It's their first back-to-back wins in a couple of seasons or whatever, And I think the thing is we're locking in a mentality more than... I know we can play better than today. I think we can deal with the ball better, particularly second half. We got a bit confused with how we were trying to affect the game with the ball. But the resilience and the mentality is growing all the time, and I think the Evertonians can see that, with the ability to learn to win games. I mentioned that to the team when I got here. I said, we've got to learn to win. Everyone talks about styles and runs. You've got to win. And that's what I think is building. I think the team are finding different ways to win. Another big thing for me is, over a season in the Premier League, when you play really, really well, you often look after yourself. What about the games when you're not playing as well? How can you find wins? How can you find points out of them? I think today was a brilliant example of that. Without being fluid, without getting near to probably our early season form, actually, although we didn't win, but we were playing very well. Without doing that, but finding the grit, the determination, the hard yards, all of the details to go and win today. So that's really pleasing. That's the underbelly that really builds teams, in my belief.
It felt like the home side, Palace, today played really well. So does that make the victory even sweeter?
I think it does, yeah. I think they're a good outfit here. I think their manager Roy spoke very openly last week at Burnley when he didn't think they played well, but they won, of course. I thought they did play well, particularly second half. They often do. They kick into their end and, they kind of get that momentum, playing big diagonals, longer passes, try and stretch the game. And they did build a momentum. And I think, as I said, finding the winning mentality, finding the way that the team believe in each other. There's a real teamship now, and it's growing all the time. The connection I wanted when I got here, and I said it's going to take time, and I said it's our responsibility to give the Evertonians something they can connect to. I think it's coming.
It was a perfect start, but then we didn't really get to enjoy that momentum. And if anything, we were on the back foot a little bit for the period, but it was a really determined defensive display, wasn't it? And then obviously we fought back and had a really good spell after that.
Yeah, well, it's a strange start because you score so early. Fantastic goal. I mean, a great knockdown, a great ball from Jack, and a fine header from Miko's obviously a goal machine at the minute. But and then to give away a penalty so quickly, and we never really responded. It was a strange start, I thought. A loose leg. It was no one makes a challenge earlier on in the move, which we could have. A loose leg, and they get a penalty. And it was a bit of a nothing first half, I thought, to be honest. No one really got a real true grip of the game. Second half they did, but we had to work in a different way, and I'm so pleased about that. We so nearly took Brighton on a different way last week, and as I said, the reason why I keep harping on about this mentality is because over a season, don't forget, the individual games, you can look at each one, and we all do. But over a season, that's the glue that holds real teams together. It's the ability to fight, it's the ability to work, it's the ability to do all the ugly side of the game to make sure you get results. We know we've got quality. And the third goal is a fantastic goal from Ghana. The move, the pass in, great layout from Duke, fine first touch and a great finish. These are details in game that count. So when you have to fight, when you have to be grit and determination for yourselves, for the team, for the badge, it counts, and it did today.
When you come in, you said one of the first things you wanted to fix was the away mentality, was the term you used. Was it fair to say you've done that?
Yeah, no, I don't want to keep going back to it, but I think we're ever so unfortunate in the early part of this season. With 3 home games, I thought we were excellent in, but we couldn't find a way of winning. We didn't get to that standard today, and yet we win. So it's a trade-off. The way the team operate is finding ways to win. So I never came here saying we're going to be the most fluid team. I never said any of that. What I did say, I said we're going to get a team that fans can connect to, and I think that's coming. We've still got to do more, but I think the fans now are seeing a team that will give everything. They've given everything today to make sure that we looked after ourselves, and with the moments of quality that count to win a game.
Probably didn't expect he'd come on and score the winner, but the change of half-time, Ghana coming on for Amadou, what was the thinking there?
Well, he was unlucky not to start, Ghana, but Amadou's done great in the 4 games that he was missing, Ghana that is. He had a tight calf, he's been getting through it. We wondered whether he should start or whether he wasn't. I just thought he looked a bit impeded by it, so I thought, look, we don't want to get injured, proper injury, if you like, one that keeps him out for a while. And Ghana come on, I thought he was excellent. I think his professionalism has been excellent anyway, but I thought his second half was very, very good.
A defender, 2 midfielders scored today. You said not so long ago that you wanted to see more goals across the whole squad. We're seeing that, aren't we?
Yeah, very pleased for that. As I said, goal machine Miko. The fine strike that nearly goes in as well, nearly gets himself a brace. And, Dooku's been Johnny on the spot since I got here, finds his way of scoring. It's an important factor, of course, finding goals. A lot of noise was made about that. Can we score more goals? And we are beginning to do that. And I'm mainly pleased because we're finding different ways. It's a really important fact. I've had a lot of years in the Premier League, and you need to find different ways of winning games, and we're showing really strong signs of that.
Dukes has been really strong for you, under you, sorry, for a while now. But just a quick word on Miko. Obviously, 2 goals in 2 games, but his all-round game, it's been really strong for a little while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's improving. I like what I saw when I got here. He was unfortunate to finish the injury the season, injured last season. Then he had an injury going into the new season. He showed himself really fit. He plays strong. There's a determination about him, and I think he's beginning to change his game slightly. We want him to defend, of course, but he's also now looking to get involved, looking to go forward when he can, and he's got a couple of goals as well. So no, I'm very pleased for him. He puts a lot of effort in, as they all do.
Finally, how are you seeing the timing of this international break? Is it welcome, or would you have preferred maybe it to come a little bit later down the line?
We all debate international breaks. They're there. Whatever you think, they're there. I think it's good in the sense you finish a good run of performances, a good run of returns, getting through the cup as well, and a really good win today. So I think that locks in a good spell, a good mentality about what the team are doing, and I'm pleased that so many Evertonians come down to enjoy it.
And finally, on the Evertonians, there again, and you could hear them all game, couldn't you?
They have been. I've never had a complaint. Goods, bads and uglies, the ups and downs of my time here. Can't speak before that, but I'm sure they were there then. But they stay steadfast to the group, and they have their opinions on it, which is fair enough. I've got no problem with that because they're always there and they always get with us.